In other developments, faith-based organizations are holding a silent prayer walk along Delvis and Albert Streets in Marshalltown, the scene of last week's deadly fire. Ziniko Mhlaba is following the group and is joining us this hour to tell us what exactly is happening there. Good afternoon, Ziniko.
Good afternoon to right here now, actually at one of the shelters where the victims of the fire building have been accommodated for the past 5 days. So let's get a sense of why we're here, because we started with the silent prayer that was taking place at Albert Street. However, due to the engagement the city officials and faith-based organizations had with some of the victims who had returned back to that vicinity, they ended up now bringing some who were keen to come back here. So let's get a sense of what the situation is and what is the plan. Mr. Dingansi told the Chief of Staff at the Speaker's office in the city of Johannesburg. How did you get here and why did you get here from the prayer session we're supposed to have in the CBD?
Well, we had a prayer session in the CBD where the fire started, and then we were just concerned about majority of the people. We have seen them on the street. And then as we are doing our oversight as the office of the Speaker, we decided to approach them to find out actually what is happening. Well, on our interviewing them on what was the issue, we were told that some of the people were here in the shelter at Offland Park, and then they decided, because they are foreigners, foreign nationals, they decided to leave here because of various issues. One lady said that they were not well taken care. Other ones said that the food they were given is too chilly. Other ones, they are saying that no, they are not being treated well because they are foreigners. So we came actually here to find out from the management center that what are we hearing on the field? It's what exactly what is happening here or what. So we came here with the Speaker and the other pastors, and the Bishop Mpumlana is here as well, and the Bishop Makhoba is here as well.
So what about those who refused to come here? What were some of the reasons? Because there were some who were refusing to come here. Like, bluntly, what reasons were they giving you?
Well, the reasons are many. One of the reasons was to say that we can't leave our belongings behind, because some of them, they are not injured. Some of them, they did not get banned. They were the survivors. Let me say they are survivors. But the issue here is people left their belongings on the building. Number one. They said that they can't live there because their belongings are still in the building, and they don't trust security personnel that are guarding the area. Their allegations are saying that there are some of the security companies are taking their belongings. They don't know where to. That is the reason they don't want to leave. Others is because they are saying that they are not comfortable being in the shelters. So, well, as a city, we thought that we spoke with the NGOs, we spoke with the pastors, that we will continue to take care of them where they are. We're giving them food and we're giving them some blankets, because, I mean, we can't leave them like that.
So the issue now of monitoring and ensuring that all these allegations are verified is going to be very, very important going forward. Starting with the first issue, you talked about that those who were brought here were not well received. There were a problem with food, but also the issue of security at the actual building itself, where people are alleging that their belongings are being stolen by security officers. So what plan is there to ensure now that you are able to monitor and you are able to deal with those allegations and try to make sure that all those who are found to be on the wrong side of the law are brought to book?
Well, in the city we have bylaws. We have got JMPD. We have got subs that are on the ground. So they are taking care of all those issues. From our side, as the officials of the city, there is nothing much we can do beside doing oversight as the Speaker's office. We are there as well with the Chief Whip, so that we make sure that the place, the area is well monitored. And we've been told, as you have seen yourself, that area was barricaded with the tapes, where we cannot have access to go in. Not only the people, even yourself, media people, could not be allowed to go in there. So I think there is an issue of security and the bylaws and and SAPS are the ones that are responsible for that. From our side, we are doing our best just to take care of our people, to make sure that people are well served, people got food, people got blankets. As we are communicating, as the Office of the Speaker, we are communicating with NGOs and everyone else that is trying to extend their hands to make sure that people get assistance. That's all we can do from our side as the Office of the Speaker. As per what's going to be happening, we don't know. The management in the city are as I'm talking to you now, they're on the round table, coming up with their plans. The mayor is there, the MECs are there to make sure that the people are well taken care, because some of the issues are out of our control. Yeah. We cannot control the feelings of the people. If people saying that they are not well taken care in the place, we can't force them to come here, but we'll make sure that they are well taken care. We give them food and other
One last question, Chief of Staff. How are you finding this place now? I see a lot of people are still coming in drifts in pieces here. Do you think the city has enough capacity to accommodate as many people as they can?
Yes, we have more capacity. That the shelters that we prepared are 3. Is this one and the 2 more in the city, one in the Hillbrew and another one in Fairview. So there is more than enough space. The city got capacity. Even if it can be 1,000 people displaced, we'll make sure that those people are well taken care, because the speakers of the Office of the Speaker as well, it's making sure that the people are well taken care as well.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Stone.
Thank you.
Mr. Tole there, Dingas Tole is the Chief of Staff at the Office of the Speaker in the city of Johannesburg, just talking to us about some of the reasons why they came here, also explaining the fact that some people who were affected by fire have concerns in relation to leaving that facility without bringing their belongings to the actual shelters, but also lastly saying that the city has enough capacity to ensure that all those who might need some form of accommodation will be taken care of. So that's the situation here to try to also monitor ourselves how things are here. We just arrived here in about 10 minutes ago, so we'll monitor and see if indeed there's any veracity to those allegations made by the victims who refused to come and join other victims here at the shelter downtown Johannesburg.
Thank you very much, Ziniko Mhlaba, for that report.